we just slide tonight. You know you wanna turn up, I can make you feel right all night. Tell me if you feel what I'm feeling, don't be scared. Turn it on. We ain't gotta rush, we can slow it down.
What's up, YouTube? This your girl Samantha Speaks, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, sweetie squad, what's up, my lovies? Happy Monday. All right, guys. So you're already seeing from the title of this video, clearly this is not a makeup video. So if it's something you don't want to watch, this is not makeup related. I completely understand. Guys, this is a crime story, and I haven't done one of these in a long time, and it's a long time coming. So we're gonna get into this, but real quick, I'm just gonna make an announcement. I've decided to extend the giveaway. I'm going to extend the Jeffree Star giveaway because other things have occurred. I'm extending it until Monday. So that's right. You guys have a whole nother week to get your entries in. I really just don't want to be bothered by, people asking, are you shipped it? Did you ship it? Did you ship it while I'm on vacation this weekend? So I've extended the giveaway until Monday. So get all your entries in because Sunday midnight, Jeffree Star is closed. That giveaway is closed. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Now let's get into this video. If you guys are new to the YouTube channel, what's up? I'm your girl Samantha Speaks. Please make sure you hit the subscription button below. Give it a click right here. Ring a ding 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 that bell. Turn your post notifications on. Why? Because I do giveaways, and right now I do have that Jeffree Star giveaway going on, and it will be over on Sunday at midnight. Let's get into it. Okay. So you guys know when I don't have my ears on, it's going to be some type of a serious talk, some type of a serious video. I've been doing crime stories on here for about 3 years now. You guys really like them, and I think I'm really good at them. So this one is a little bit different. A lot of my crime stories are about missing women or unsolved deaths. This is something completely different, but it touched my heart entirely when I actually only read the story just yesterday. I just found out about the story yesterday, and I knew I wanted to do a video. So this video is about Cooper Harris. He was a 22-month-old baby who was left in a car. Now, we know that accidents happen. We do, okay? Not every single time a child is left in the car is because it's intent for murder. I understand we're busy in the morning time and we get frazzled brain. They even call it something I can't think of what they call it, but it's called something to where you actually forget your child is in the back seat. So with that being said, we're doing this video, and we're gonna go through the whole story, and then I want to hear, do you feel the father was guilty or not guilty? I need to hear it. So this story starts, okay, there's a married husband, his name is Tristan Harris, if you want to look him up, okay? Him and his wife, they were married for 8 years before this occurred. They've always wanted a kid. They actually, when they first got together, they were only together for only 2 months, and then poof, they got married, and then they had Cooper later on down the road. Cooper was only 22 months old. Cooper was the light. Cooper is the most beautiful. God, that baby is so sweet and so beautiful. And I watched home movies and stuff and everything. He was so smart. He would have been somebody amazing, somebody great, if he would have been able to live that long. So on June 18th, my birthday, June 18th, 2014, it started out as a regular day. This is how their schedule went. The father used to take Cooper to daycare, and then the mom would pick him up in the afternoon. This one morning, okay, the father did not take him to daycare. He had actually took him to Chick-fil-A in the morning time. I believe it was, because I don't want to get my times mixed up. So it was at 8:57. 8:57, he had took him to Chick-fil-A. You see him holding him in the video. If I can find a screenshot of that video, I will pop it up. He's holding him in the video. They're waving. They're talking to other people. He has them on his hip. Then he goes back to, after they're done eating, he goes back into they might have took it to go. I'm not really sure about that. But he takes him back to the car. He puts him back in his car seat. Now, the car seat is facing the other way. So his head is going to be facing his head is going to be between the front seats, clearly, and his legs are going to be up towards the back window. He's only 22 months old, guys, okay? Instead, this one morning, his father always turns right to take him to daycare right before they leave to get off on that intersection, and instead, he goes straight through the light. He goes straight through the light, and he goes to his job. He is a computer designer, a down web loader for Home Depot. In 5 minutes, people are saying 10, people are saying 7, it's 5, guys. It's 5. In 5 minutes, he forgot his son was there. He forgot his son was in the car. In 5 minutes. You just took your son to eat. You just put him back in the seat. That rhymes. But again, 5 minutes and you forget your child? I don't know. I don't know. I heard that and I was just like, wow, 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you forgot your child. Let's talk about what he did during the day. So he actually goes and walks into his job at 9:25, 8:57, they go to eat. 9:25, he gets to the office. Okay, so they did sit down to eat. They did. They sat down to eat, and then, boom, he drove. He gets out of his car, and you see all this on camera, guys. Seriously, look it up. It is Justin Harris, or look it up by Cooper Harris. He goes and walks. He gets out of his little mini silver SUV, and he walks into, I'm sorry, but a 22-month-old, unless he sleep, okay, he's going to be making sounds. He's going to be, you know, I mean, they're not quiet, okay? That's the terrible twos, okay? They're not going to be quiet. I find it hard to believe unless Cooper fell asleep in 5 minutes. It's just weird to me. It's very weird. So he goes and walks into his office, okay? 12:30. Now, mind you, it was in June. It's June. It's summer. It was 88 degrees that day. 88 degrees. Now, the father obviously was driving with the AC, they said. So, obviously, Cooper was in cold, and then it went to heat. Okay? 12:30. 12:30. Okay? The father ends up going to lunch with 2 friends. They go to Publix together. 2 coworkers. They leave. They go to Publix. You can see this video now, guys. I didn't even know this part until I was about to research, okay? I couldn't believe this part. He actually goes after you see this car like kind of like behind him, because he's way out in the parking lot, which is kind of weird too, because he normally parks closer, they said. The guy like drops him off right outside of his car. He went and got light bulbs. So he gets light bulbs, and he actually goes in his car at 12:30. And you see him kind of like lean down and then go right back out. So he puts, let's say he goes to put the light bulbs on the seat. Was Cooper already dead then? Is that why he couldn't hear his son? Or was it that he didn't want to hear his son? Was it that he had to check to see if his son was alive or dead? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. So he goes back inside. He finishes out his day. He leaves the job at 4:16. 4:16. This baby has been in this damn hot ass car. It is now 96 degrees outside. This baby has been in this car for over 7 hours. 7 hours. He gets in his car and he was going to go meet friends at a movie theater to go some mall or something to go see 22 Jump Street. Okay, this is June 18th, 2014. They say he was on the road for maybe 2 minutes, and he skirts into a parking lot, a mall parking lot, jumps out of a car and starts screaming, "My baby is dead, my baby is dead," and starts giving him CPR. Calls, I don't even know, did he call 911? I'm trying to think if he called 911. I just know that that's what happens. My baby, and starts administering a CPR. So this is how it goes. Went to meet friends after work. After driving a few minutes, he abruptly pulls into the mall parking lot. 2 minutes. Calls for help. and attempts CPR. He later claimed discovering his son unresponsive in the back. Okay. So he tells the police he forgot to drop his son off at the daycare that morning. Instead of driving straight to his job, he forgot. Okay. Now it says here it reached 80 degrees that day. 80 degrees, but somewhere it also told me 96 degrees. So I'm not exactly sure, but either way, it got to a full total of 88 degrees. This is a 22-month-old baby strapped in a car seat in the heat because where his father was parked, there was no shade. There was no shade. 7 hours and he died. Okay. Let's just say this. Could it happen? Could this have happened? Yes. This could have happened. It's how the father reacts afterwards, and even the mother. The mother is just slight sketchy to me. Just slight. So the mom goes to pick up, and you can watch her movements. The mom gets off work. She was a dietitian. She gets off work, and she goes to pick Cooper up at the daycare. She walks into the daycare. Cooper is not at the daycare. First she thought that they were lying, like playing with her. And she's like, he's not here. Justin did not drop him off. So immediately, can I just say this? The mom said, oh my God, he left him in the back seat. That's what witnesses said. Oh my God, he left him in the back seat. Why would this be the first thing that pops in your head? That's just weird. That's weird. I mean, I guess we all have like that moment that we really think something, but that's just weird. So she's calling her husband. He's not answering. And he made 3 calls that day. After Cooper had died and he was I think he said he was out, the cops say he was outside of the cop car while they were trying to give his baby CPR. He had made 3 phone calls. The first phone call was to his wife. It did not go through. She didn't pick up. The second phone call was to his job. Why are you calling your job? And the third phone call is to the job again, but somehow it got transferred to the daycare. Weird. Like I said, like watch the court. Like watch the court. It's crazy. I'm just thinking to myself like, and he lied and said he didn't get through to anybody. If you didn't get through to anybody, then why does your call record show that you were on the phone for 6 minutes? All the other ones were a quick hang up. What were you doing for 6 minutes? You didn't speak to nobody? They said that the cops said that he was talking to somebody, saying that his son was dead. Why would you call your job and tell your job your son is dead? That's just odd to me. Odd. Apparently, when he got into, you can watch him, like in the cop car, you can watch him. He has his hands in his face, and then he's calm. And then he has his hands in his head, then he's calm. Now, we all go through grief differently. We all mourn differently. He could have been just in shock. Okay. Get to the, the precinct or whatever to do questioning before his wife arrives. He keeps saying, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Aren't you worried about why your son is dead? Aren't you worried that your son's not coming back? Aren't you worried that you're the reason your son is dead? That to me is straight selfishness. That to me is straight like eyes wide open like, And then here's the kicker of it all. After they bring him in and he starts talking, he tells the police that he hopes to be an advocate for people who leave their children in the car. Your child is dead. Your baby, your only child, is not coming back. And you're worried about being an advocate? An advocate to people? Like, does that cross through people's head when they lose somebody? I don't know. Okay. So, he's obviously taken in. After the mother, you see them hugging, the wife and the husband, they're hugging, and she doesn't blame her husband at all. It was an accident. Well, about 2 months later on down the road, they find that Justin Ross was not the most faithful husband as he presumed, as people thought him to be. Justin Ross was seeing prostitutes. He was talking to underage girls. The day that his baby was left in his car, he was sexting, women were sending him breast pictures, underage girls. Now, the girl was 16 at the time, okay? He was on dating sites. He was sexting with over 6 women while his baby died in that car. You have the audacity to take beep pics. Yes, he was taking thing pics, okay? Sending them to girls. And your child did not cross your brain at all that day. So when they take his computer to find out about more of this prostitution and underage girls, Justin Harris had looked up how to survive in prison. Justin Harris had looked up babies locked in cars. And the mom did too. The mom actually researched how a baby dies in a car. Now, again, I feel for the mom. I do. And they've not been able to tie her to anything. They can't. She was at work all day and or whatever. She did not know about this prostitution stuff. She did not know he was cheating on her. This is what she says. She did not know any of this. Now, she did get divorced. She finally got divorced 2 years later. But she still believes her husband did not kill their son. Which I guess you wouldn't want to think that. You wouldn't want to think that the love of your life killed their own pride and joy. But it's just too sketchy. It's too sketchy that your baby, after you're looking up how do babies die in cars, how you can survive in prison, and oh yeah, what it's like to have a life without kids or responsibility or something. He Googled something like that. A life without responsibility, a life without kids. That to me kind of pretty much sealed the coffin. So what was the final verdict? He was guilty on all counts. Now his defense team was pissing me the hell off because this is a child who is dead. This is a child who did not deserve this. And you have his defense team laughing and making jokes in the courtroom and everything, which, I mean, the judge did point a good thing because his defense team keeps saying, what does him cheating on his wife or what does him talking to underage girls have to do with his son's death? There's no connection to his son's death. First of all, how about the fact that what do you call it? Your client is talking to underage girls. Okay, that's a crime alone. Okay, like seriously, that's a crime alone. All right, so there's that. And then he's talking to other women. He does obviously not want his family. Hello, hi. Lacey Peterson's husband. Shania Watts. Shanae. You know what I'm talking about. Chris Watts, that asshole that killed his 2 daughters and his wife. Yes, they didn't want their lives. They didn't want their responsibilities no more. That's why they killed their wife and kids. So, do I feel that Justin Harris is guilty? Does he deserve life without parole? Yes, the damn he does. And that is what he got. So justice was served for baby Cooper. I feel like the mom is maybe in shock, or the mom just, I don't know what about the mom. Like I said, she looked up as well because she said she always feared that he was going to leave the baby in the car. She always had that fear. Which I guess you always have fears of something. You know what I mean? Like I always have fears I'm going to die in a car accident because I hate cars. Like I don't like driving cars. I don't like cars. So I always have that fear. But you know what I mean? But I don't like base my life on that fear. Like she supposedly, this is what she felt. Her son was always going to get stuck in the backseat of a car. So that's why she looked it up. Now him looking up how to survive in prison, that just goes to show you obviously was thinking something's going to occur after you know you did what you did. So this is the question. when Justin Harris went to the car to drop those light bulbs off, was Cooper already dead? Nobody could really tell us that. Nobody could give us his time of death. But the saddest thing is that baby suffered. That baby, I can't even, I'm gonna cry. Like, seriously, I listened to what the crime examiner said, the autopsy, and how he died, and it is just absolutely horrible. If you want to talk about it, if you want to watch it, go watch it. It's in the court case. The baby suffered. The baby had a slow death. He did. He went through stages, is how he described it. And my heart just goes out to him. My heart, I really wish he could have been given some other family or a different father. So I want to hear, have you heard the story? Do you know it? And do you feel that he got what he deserved? Life in prison without parole. And after everything was said and done, the judge, because she's a female, she said, Mr. Harris, I need to say something. You said that you want to be an advocate for parents that leaves their kid in the car. Well, congratulations, you become a statistic or something. I really was not fond of the judge, the court, or the jurors. Like, I was very happy with them. I mean, shoot, they signed, sealed, delivered, year without, throw his ass in, lock away the key. Honestly, though, I feel like they should throw his ass in a damn hot ass room for eternity and see how you like it. So, I had to say this. I had to talk about this story. The story was like eating at me, and I was just like, there's a lot of people out there that say that he is innocent. It was an accident. He was a hoe. He was a dog, and he did love his son, because there are so many pictures of him and his son together. But there was just so many inklings that just made me feel that no, he killed that baby. So let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next crime story. As always, a real quick moment of silence for beautiful Cooper, this baby boy who just did not get a fair shot at life. He's up there now. He's with God. He's where the heat can't hurt him. But I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay beautiful, stay blessed. I'm your girl, Samantha Speaks. I love y'all. Bye.